Me a kitchen takeover. My mom's doing some work, so she told me to do this, guys. And she's not here. I have no supervision in the kitchen. Ow, bruh. I already hurt myself. Anyway, we're gonna take this cutting board, and then she said to just cut up the pumpkin into little pieces, scrape out the seeds, and put it in a pot to boil with the skin side facing down. And then she said the skin will get soft, which is gonna be easy for her to peel off. So if you guys want to grow some homemade pumpkin, when you buy this pumpkin, you could plant the seeds, but we don't want to do that in America right now. So we're just gonna wing it like this. Looking at pumpkin, it always psychs me out. Doesn't this look weird? This looks, oh my gosh. You know those people who are scared of circles? I think I'm scared of this. That is just not, that's not pretty at all, guys. It's triggering something in me that I don't want it to trigger or look at, and my nail has a chip, so ignore that my hands are clean. My nails is just chipped, which means, unfortunately, its funeral is probably coming up very soon for this nail. Oh, I have to take this out. This thing is psyching me out. I don't like that. It's like, it looks like a, I don't know what it looks like, but whatever it is, I don't like how it looks. It's just so weird. So, do I have to wash it? She didn't tell me I have to wash it, guys. Oops. I guess I'll wash it. It can't hurt to wash it. You should wash your vegetables. Welcome, welcome, guys. Uniquely Me, a kitchen takeover. My mom is doing some work right now, so she doesn't want to cook. Well, I mean, she's doing work. She can't really cook, but people are hungry, guys, so we're winging it today. She said to take out the seeds, and then I'm going to cut this up and put it in some boiling water. And then that'll make the skin on the pumpkin loosen up. Hello, Stew Lover Kitchen. My nails. Okay, let me wash this, guys. I need to get a pot that's big enough. No, my mom should put it in a separate bowl, guys. But when I'm in the kitchen, I try to make the least amount of dishes possible. So we're going to put it directly into the pot. So let me get a pot first. I think I'll use this if it's big enough. I'm going to use this one. Hey, Rick. Welcome, welcome, guys. This is Uniquely Me, a takeover. This is very unusual. I'm home, and I'm in the kitchen by myself. Oh, she's coming down. She's going to come and check on us. Is she coming down? Yeah, she's coming down, guys.
I feel bad for you. I'm going to help you. What are you doing? That knife is
could
too...
do it.
No. That knife is too small. Stop it before you hurt yourself.
I could do it. You were doing it first.
That knife is not the correct knife you're using.
Well, guys, it's not a Uniquely Me, a takeover.
No, because you're going to hurt yourself. I saw what you was doing.
You were supposed to be working. Why were you on the line?
Well, I had to stop a minute. I heard you talking.
Yeah.
So I cannot allow her to do this because she's going to wind up hurting herself. So what I do is, I saw her scrape this out with a thing. What I'm going to do is, I usually cut off this piece here. This piece, get a bowl, get a little something here for garbage. Get a bowl or something.
You see what I mean with all the dishes? Why can't I throw it directly into the garbage? Wait, you take off the skin? I thought you told me to boil it.
I'll take it off because I saw what you was going to try to do. I saw you was going to play around and make a mess. Get a strainer because after I dice it up, you're going to have to rinse it out again. So get a small strainer. I usually say, do you see the color of this pumpkin? I usually say anything that God, wait, move that over. That God took that's difficult to get into, it's always very good.
Get a bigger knife. That knife is pretty big, Ricky.
Maybe he's speaking about the knife that you was using.
Oh, true.
She was trying to hurt herself.
Well, I was.
She was trying to, anything that God, like coconut water, it's always wonderful for the body. So I think like pumpkin, papaya, well, papaya is not really hard to get into, but the tree grows pretty tall. So I guess it's very difficult to get it, even like the coconut water. So I think it's very healthy for you.
Mama knows, really, Raja? I was gonna figure it out, guys.
Yeah, she would have hurt herself and we would have had another one and I couldn't deal with it. So she made me had to pause on the work. I have work to do. She made me pause on that. Actually, I was doing work and I was in a lot of pain. I was sitting there and I was in a lot of pain, but you know, you have to do what you have to do. But the thought of her using that tiny knife, and I saw she was playing around. I didn't even tell you to cut it up. I just told you to.
Oh, I thought you told me to cut it up.
Why would I tell you to cut this up? That's one thing. This is a job that kids cannot do, or an inexperienced person that never peeled pumpkin before. Do not do this. It's very dangerous. Pumpkin is very hard on cook, but once you cook it, it becomes nice and soft. This is one of Mia's favorite dish. So you know what you could do, Mia, while I take care of the pumpkin? On this side, come over here, the blue side, whichever side, and peel some garlic and some scallions.
Raza likes your silver bangles.
Oh, thank you. Once upon a time, because I'm from South America, you guys ever heard of El Dorado? I know you probably read the stories or watched the cartoons, and you heard of the city called El Dorado, the city of gold. That is South America. So years ago, gold used to be very, very affordable. Everybody had gold, but it's so expensive now. You can't even afford gold. We have to go with silver. But it's still good. And then I was watching the news the other day, and I heard they said that the price for silver is increasing. So if anybody wants silver, purchase it now before it increases. This is just my opinion. You guys don't have to believe me. I could be wrong. I could be right. I'm no expert on nothing. So I am preparing Mia's favorite dish today. It's going to be a little South American and a little Indian dish because I'm going to make her some roti. She's going to have some roti. Show them what you're doing, the celery.
Cut up some onions. And then, what's this, celery?
Yeah, that's celery. You could, let me show you this thing. You're not going to we're not going to use all this stem. You're going to just dice up. This is like the Guyanese celery. Celery from South America is so incredible. Cut it small. Oh, you know roti? Yeah, that's what we're going to have for dinner today. So pumpkin is pretty simple. You saw she scraped the seed out. So what I usually do, the part that had the seed, I usually cut this off. I don't cook this. I get rid of that. Push that to the side. And if you never, like I said, if you never cooked pumpkin before, do not do what I'm doing. What you can do is what I told her to initially do, which was you could put this in steaming water, because if you steam it, it's going to become very soft. And after it becomes very soft, it'll be easy to just scrape it out and then just saute up like garlic and onions and scallions and fry it up. Fry it up with this garlic, onions and stuff. It's so delicious. Add a little black pepper to it, a little salt to it, a little cubes. And then if you want, you can make it with shrimp. You could cook it with beef. But I usually just cook it without any type of protein. I just do it with the onions and the garlic and the scallions and the thyme and the hot pepper. And so it's what we call a little itol. But it's not truly itol because, I'll be putting a little taste in there. A true itol, they don't put any salt, no salt in there at all.
They don't.
That's a true itol. All the dishes is 0 salt. You got to be real good. Your tongue have to be like lost, no taste.
Welcome, Roxy. Jesus loves you as well. Yup, thank you for your kind words. Raza said my mom used to cook pumpkin halawa? We don't know what that is, Raza. What type of dish is that? Is that an Indian dish? Or South American? Why is the onion? Why is the garlic scally making my eyes burn?
That means it's a good garlic.
I'm
And pumpkin,
glassy.
I think pumpkin is very healthy. I think people use, I don't know, like, they say that pumpkin seed. I know a lot of people use, like, pumpkin seed. You know, what's the thing, a beautiful thing about living in a tropical climate? All the pumpkin seed that we just had, if I dried it and just went and threw it in the earth, if we was living in a tropical, we would get so much pumpkin. Pumpkin is like watermelon. I think they probably belong to the same family. They're probably cousins. Yeah, but it's so delicious. If you never made pumpkin before, pumpkin stew, you can make it. You could put pumpkin in soup. You could just make it like a side dish, like if you make like your stew, you could just, it's an Arab dish. Oh, okay, sweet dish, yeah. Arab dish. We never had Arab food before. We never had Arab food before. Yeah, you could, like, if you want to make it as a side dish, what you can do is like make it in cubes like this and just basically steam it with a little black pepper. And if you cook your little peas and rice, your little stew chicken, you could do like a little pumpkin side on the side. But I prefer it to cut it up, dice it up small, and stew it up. But, you know, sometimes the tongue and the eyes want something a little different. So it's good to try different ways in preparing it.
I'm crying, guys.
My eldest daughter loved pumpkin soup.
That's nasty.
The soup is pretty good.
I've never had pumpkin soup in my life.
You had pumpkin soup, you just don't remember.
I'm glad. That sounds weird.
You love it. Well, you eat pumpkin stew, what's the difference? The soup is just a more puree form of it. It just cook it down like to a liquidy version. So you like to taste you like it to be kind of whole. That's what you're saying. So pumpkin is something that children cannot do. Parents, do not send your kids to cut up no pumpkin if you love them. Try to cook. Okay, try and let us know. Yes, try and let us know what you think. Like I said, it's very simple to prepare. It's very, very simple. Make sure you remove the skin, because the skin is the only thing that's not going to cook completely. And the skin is probably healthy to eat. It won't really do anything to you. But what I like is when I'm eating, unless I guess like when I used to eat meat, and even meat, you want everything to be like the same. You don't want to be biting them. And hey, what's that hard thing I just bit into? You want everything to be like the same texture. You know, but pumpkin is incredible. Like I said, even the seeds. So that means the skin is probably, who knows what it does to the body. But like I said, always remember, a rule of thumb is, whatever God made difficult to get into, it's always the best things in life. It's great for your body, like me. Like me.
It's great for people's body?
Yes.
That doesn't make sense.
I was difficult to get into.
What? I'm confused. That doesn't make sense to me.
Well, it should not make sense to you, because that wasn't a conversation for you, my
So
dear.
why are you talking about that?
Because sometimes I open my mouth and words just come out. Here, you could throw that in the garbage.
Welcome,
You see it?
welcome everybody.
And this is a
to the
beautiful,
live.
and when you go to get a pumpkin, look at it. You want the color. When you see the color of a pumpkin, it should draw you in. You know, I would go to like the vegetable market, and I think if most of us learn to listen to our bodies, our body would tell us like what we need. Because sometimes I would go to the vegetable market and I wouldn't get any pumpkin or any type of particular greens. And then other times my body would be like, oh, that pumpkin looks so good, buy it. And I think that's my body, the internal superpowers that we all have, saying that you need that vitamins. Whatever the pumpkin have, your body tells you that you need it. So look at this color. Isn't this beautiful? You see this color? Look at this now. Look at this color. So beautiful.
I'm just sad you didn't make a pink one.
You finished dice up your stuff. She just diced up onions. Where's the garlic? You didn't dice up garlic.
No.
Yeah, we need garlic, and we need a hot pepper. And it's pretty cook. It cooks very quick. The only thing I would tell you, Mama, you cut so fast. Experience. What they say, practice makes perfect. So I've been cutting pumpkin for many, many years. Mia is umpteen years old. So I've been cutting pumpkin her entire life, so I better be kind of quick. Oh, let me advise you. I was going to offer you some advice. Pumpkin is something lightly salted. Do not put a lot. I see a lot of people be cooking and they use all type of seasoning powder, like garlic seasoning, all-purpose seasoning, this type of seasoning. Pumpkin, you only want, it takes flavor very, very quick. So when you put it to cook, if you put in, it's always best to put a little bit, taste it. If you feel it needs more, add a little bit. Do not put a lot, because once you put in, you can't get out. So season it with just, a little tip. If you want to use the multiple seasonings that you like to use, just use a little tip of it. Let it cook up. Let it, soak into the pumpkin, and then taste it and see. And it produced some pumpkin. I don't like every pumpkin is different. Some pumpkin will produce a lot of water. And some pumpkin will be very dry. And some pumpkin that you cook is so sweet, right? Oh, yeah. Some pumpkin that you cook is so sweet as if you put sugar in it, but you did not put sugar. It's like mankind. Everyone is different.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll let Mia. They want the recipe.
All right. Okay. So, guys, just make sure you watch this. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel, because once my mom, I'm going to try and show as much of the cooking process as possible.
And I'll write it out so you could thing it.
Yeah. So, guys, remember, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and you will be able to rewatch this YouTube live video.
You see what you just did? You see what you just did? Let me tell you. If it wasn't me, if it was not me that was handling this knife, don't ever do that again, please.
Well, they do.
I had the knife and I was cutting the pumpkin and you passed your hand directly. Okay, accident happens. And intentional things happen depending who's holding the knife, but they'll say it was an accident. So for your protection and your safety, whenever somebody's using a knife, you stay far away from them. Keep your hands far away from them. If there's not space for you to do something, wait until they're finished. You don't take chances with body parts that once damage is damage, cannot go back to being perfect, okay? Okay.
So, guys, remember, like the video and subscribe to the channel, because you guys will be able to rewatch this YouTube live video, and this is honestly your step-by-step recipe guide. There's no better recipe video for you.
Well, what we'll do, we could do like a visual recipe too. So what we'll do is you'll show this step because they want the recipe. You'll show this step on the live, and then what we'll do, we'll log off and you can make a step-by-step recording of how I prepare it so they can see everything. I think that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, so I'll also do that. I'll also like film traditional YouTube video telling you guys how to cook this. Welcome to the channel. If you are new, please remember to hit that like button and subscribe. Uniquely Mia here. Since I am home on Christmas break, we will be getting like cooking content and videos, eat with me, such as this, guys, on the regularly, resuming in January. I show you my life as a graduate student. So if you guys want to see food reviews, eat with me, travel videos, and so much more, definitely like the video and subscribe. And how are you all doing today? Thank you for the enthusiasm with the comments, Raza. We really appreciate it. Did you cook anything today, Raza, and everyone else on the live? What are you doing next?
Okay, so you cut up the garlic.
Yeah.
You cut up you got a hot pepper. See if they have a hot pepper in there. Bring it out for flavor. And you can cook with hot pepper as long as it don't pop. It won't really release a lot of the heat. The only way a hot pepper release a lot of heat is if you pop it or you cut it. Don't ever cut like a Scotch bonnet pepper or hot pepper if you're someone that's not good with flavor. And you can like put the hot pepper in and just let it saute up a little, and then you can take it out. You don't have to leave it in, but it offers nice flavors to the food. So that was the part. No, just rest that in there. Take the stem off. This was the part that she digged out the seeds. So what I usually do, like I said, I remove that. I just cut off the top piece.
Welcome from Mississippi, Raza. How cold is it there?
Is it cold in Mississippi?
I don't know.
I think it should be warm in Mississippi.
Didn't we take the train through Mississippi?
No, we didn't take the train. No, we did not.
That's in the South, right?
Honestly, is it the Midwest? I'm not sure.
Midwest.
I'm not sure, but I know it's nowhere. I know it's nowhere around. Yeah, we never I never passed through
So that
Mississippi.
means it's not in the South or not in the Midwest.
It's a little cold. Okay, so it's probably
I've never known I could do this before. You could cut stuff with scissors.
You see, that's me. I don't know why you didn't study chemistry. She always experimenting.
You didn't tell
She's
me
always
this. This
mixing
is so
up.
much easier.
She should have You really, I think, went into the wrong profession. I think your pleasure in life is if it put you in a lab with different things to just do
But
experiments
you gotta
on.
study science.
You gotta what?
Get through science first.
But whatever you put your mind to, you get through fine. In the university, did you take algebra? Did you take math?
Yeah.
And what grade did you receive?
Okay.
Did you take science?
No, I took geography.
Okay, well, that's a
not
form
really
of science. It's a form of science. And what grade did you get?
Okay.
And if you took chemistry, you probably would have got an A too because you love to mix chemical. That's like your go-to thing. You're always mixing something up.
Everybody on TikTok say it's hard.
Well, anything in life that you never did before will always be hard to you. Don't I always tell you this?
Mm-hmm.
So do you let what people say discourage you from trying?
Not really.
It's like I told you, some pumpkin are sweet, some are bitter, some are watery, some are dry. But that don't stop me from
methods of cutting stuff.
a bad pumpkin. Don't stop me from keep trying. You know, so.
Why'd you
And
tell me I could cut stuff with scissors? Though?
Really, see, she's enjoying it. See what I said? You should have took chemistry.
It's getting it really fine.
You're enjoying that. Now you need to stop that before you put a hole in my bowl because that's what's happening.
Oh.
Okay, because that's what you're gonna do next. So the pumpkin is finished. This is cut up. So what I'm gonna do next is we're gonna wash it, and then we're gonna do a video recipe, step-by-step guide, so that you can go back and if anyone want to try it and then let us know. So let me show you guys. All this here is garbage. Oh no, I have a piece here. Well, all this here, I'm not even trying this. This is a piece here. It smells so good. It's so like fresh. Maybe pumpkin belonged to cantaloupe family too, because in a way it smells like a cantaloupe.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, it probably belongs. Probably.
Thank you, Raja. Yeah, like Raja said, everybody hit the like button, guys. And definitely don't forget to hit that subscribe button.
See it? So this is it. So you see this here? So what's on that stove?
It's curry.
Okay, so let me see. Wait. Your phone have charge?
It's 41%.
Wait. Man, that's a big pot of curry fish.
That's what I told you.
Stu's not playing. He's trying to.
Told you that.
A lot of fish that you made.
No. You said you don't like that fish. You said you don't like it. And you said people threw up in the ocean.
No, that was. Oh,
where it's caught.
Yeah.
So that fish has throw up in
I
it.
think people didn't throw up with thing. That was like
Well, that's it. Well, Caribbean Sea, isn't it cleaner than American anyway? So even if they do, isn't the Caribbean Sea probably a little cleaner than American Sea?
The sea is one sea. All the ocean water made up.
Pollution.
That's so God created the sea.
Welcome guys to the live. So my mom is getting all the pots ready that we're gonna use to cook the stove with. Welcome to the people who just joined. My mom just finished cutting up some pumpkin. Initially I was supposed to do this, but she came down and did it. So she did a takeover, guys. It's not uniquely me a takeover, as the title says. So she's making some pumpkin today, stew pumpkin, and we're gonna eat it with some roti and or puri. And if you guys want to see what roti and puri looks like, definitely, and what the finished product will look like, definitely subscribe to the channel because I may do an eat with me video when she's finished cooking everything, guys. So now we're gonna move over to our stove. And if you guys want to replicate this recipe, definitely like the video, subscribe, because this will be like your recipe guide, to be honest. And I will be posting a YouTube Shorts video in a few days. It could be later on, essentially telling you guys how
Look
to
what
make
Stu
this
showed.
meal.
Show them this. Stu
This
cooked
is
this.
what Stu cooked. That's supposed to be curry fish, but it's really yellow and
Smell like
orange to me.
saffron. Okay, so
Wow, it's 4:43 where you're at, Roz, in Mississippi. All right, see you later, Roza. Thank you so much.
Stu loved it. I hate these skillet, these cast iron pots, but
What? Because it like keeps the
yeah.
stuff. Oh yeah. But thank you, Raza, for tuning in. Hopefully you subscribed. If you did, thank you so much for your subscription. And I hope to see you in the next YouTube live video or in the comment section of the next traditional full-length YouTube video. For everyone else who's remaining on the live, welcome, welcome. So glad you guys decided to stick around. Hearts to the subscribers, stars to the people who are watching but hasn't hit that subscribe button. If you want that star to turn into a heart, you got to hit that subscribe button. My mom is about to start sauteing, I believe, like the onion, scallion, celery that was cut up, and then she'll be adding the pumpkin. You probably used it up.
Used all of the cubes?
I saw this goys, the green thing box in the garbage.
No, not that. The one that I brought back. So what you want to do is, if you have a nicer pot, this is a pot, but it cooks well. Because if I use a saucepan for the pumpkin, it's gonna make it release more water. I don't want that. I want it to basically dry out or fry up. So I have a little oil in here. If you use olive oil, you could add a little bit of olive oil. And Mia have here, she basically diced up the celery that we bought earlier. She have some onions and she have some garlic. And this is a Scotch bonnet hot pepper. So once the oil is heat up, wait, let me turn the stove down. Once the oil is heat up, you want to just drop that in there. I'll drop everything in there. Very simple to prepare. A little olive oil in the pot. I didn't put any tomatoes. You want to put in the scallions, onions, and celery and garlic in the pot and let it basically just steam up. You don't want the fire on high because we don't want it to burn. We just want it to heat up. And if you have fresh black pepper, yeah, this black pepper. This top here is broken. I need the other one. You have the other one?
I have to look
You
for
want to
it.
get some black pepper. We didn't even start cooking anything yet in this.
Yeah.
It smells so good. You still have the other black pepper? Is it upstairs? Oh, well, this is one. This is a black pepper. Black pepper is good. Black pepper. So you do some black pepper. Where did you have the salt? Did I see you just had salt? It's not like he put you know, yeah.
You a curry person.
And you want to add a little tip of sea salt. Not a lot.
Welcome. My mom is about to make some delicious pumpkin, guys. If you guys want to replicate the
Where did I
recipe,
put the pot
like
down?
the video.
You moved it? That is crazy how I just beat.
Subscribe to the channel, guys, because YouTube shorts will be coming out soon, and this is your
So the only thing I put in here,
video
like I
guide.
said, was the scallions, the onion. If you have sweet pepper, you could put a little sweet pepper. It looks like a lot of oil, but it's not. Then what we're going to do is take the pumpkin. I basically diced up the pumpkin and wash it. Just drop it in. Just put it in to the pot. Very simple. Very simple, easy to prepare.
very colorful.
And now what I'm going to do is add a little bit of cubes. I'm not going to add any more, so I'm going to add a little bit of cube, some black pepper, so this is like a small spoon. I usually eyeball. I use the cover as my measuring thing. Just add a little cubes in there. I'm gonna add a little more black pepper because black pepper makes everything taste good. And then I'm gonna add a little tip of all-purpose seasoning, not a lot, just a little bit. It may look like a lot, but it's not a lot. And then you want to, what's on the bottom, you want to bring it to the top.
Doesn't it look delicious, guys? It's a very colorful meal for the people who just joined in. My mom is making some pumpkin right now. No, it's not the pumpkin that you use for Halloween. It's a different type of pumpkin that you can get, honestly, I think at like a Caribbean, South American supermarket. They have it, guys.
And then what you can do, like I said, you can make this with shrimp. A lot of people make it with dry shrimp. If you go to like your Korean or West Indian market, they have these shrimp that they dry. It has a great flavor. You can put some dry shrimps in here. I never made that for you, but Mia probably won't like the dry shrimp because it's very strong. You can make it with dry shrimp. You can make this with ground beef.
Ground beef?
Yeah, ground beef. You can make this with chicken. You can make it with beef or saw beef, whatever protein you like. You can make this with. Like I would normally, if I cook it like this, I probably would fry a snapper on the side, or like you can do a piece of salmon and put this. It's really delicious. You didn't put the bolt on the door, right? And what's going to happen, how you know that this is ready, it's basically going to get soft. So at this point now, what I would do is cover it. Just cover it so that it's steam. I'm not going to add anything else to it because you guys saw that I put a little tip of salt and black pepper in the onions and garlic and stuff. And then I added a little all-purpose seasoning and a little tip of cubes to it. So what I'm going to do is cover this and put it like on low to medium because I want it to take its time and soften up and release everything. And if it release water, I'm going to taste the gravy to see if it's going to produce its own water. Nothing else for us to do. Where's the cover?
Over there. Oh, wait, you can use that.
Yeah, it's a clear cover. And it's going to be steaming. Once I cover it, I'm going to turn the fire down. I'm going to cover it and it's going to steam for like 15 minutes. So I would say about 15 to 20 minutes, it'll be finished. As long as, no, that one is too small. If you can't, give me the aluminum foil. Because actually, I don't think that came with a cover of its own. We're not able to find a cover, so you're going to create your own cover. We love you too. Thank you. You're going to create your own cover. Use aluminum foil. So you want to cover this. And like I said, you want to turn the fire down because we don't want it to start. Whenever you're cooking, you never want to rush. Take your time and cook. Okay, so I'm going to let this steam for about 15-20 minutes. And then I'm going to come back and check it. It's basically on low. I'm going to come back and check it. It should be nice and soft. And I'm going to see if it released a lot of water. And I'm going to taste it. If it has enough taste, which it should, it's good. If you taste it and you feel, hey, need a little more black pepper or you want to add a little tip of salt to it, you can do that. And that's basically it. Quick, simple, easy, and healthy. The hardest part about preparing this dish is peeling the pumpkin, is removing the skin. And like I said, what you can do is steam some water, boil some water, and put the skin to steam. And once it's steamed, it'll get soft. Excuse me, you can basically dig out the pumpkin, and once you dig it out, you can just like saute up your aromatics, your greens, your scallion, your celery, and onions and stuff, and then just add that pumpkin to it. And it cooked. That would be quicker because if you steam it first, you would just basically put it on the stove for like 5-10 minutes to saute up with the garlic and all that different stuff. So that's it for now.
So thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I'll do an eat with me later, and I'm gonna like film a YouTube short, so you won't be missing anything, guys. Definitely like the video, subscribe, and my mom will be back with more cooking videos soon, and I'll be back with more YouTube live videos soon. In the meantime, check out some of my full-length traditional YouTube videos. Staying Off the Grid said, you know what the vegetable with a bad attitude said? No, what did they say, Staying Off the Grid?
I'll eat you.
Yeah.
Don't eat me.
My mom said that they said, I'll eat you, don't eat me. Is she right, Staying Off the Grid? I don't care at all.
I don't carrot.
Yeah, that's what the person said. So you don't like carrots, Staying Off the Grid. Well, thank you for tuning in, guys. So we're going to log off now. Log in later with an Eat With Me. So have a great day, guys. And check out my most recent full-length traditional YouTube video. I have like 3 of them posted, guys. Have a good